What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. Yo, check this one out right here, man. Look, Valiant Renegade posted this one up, man, and I was absolutely stunned at what it is that I was looking at. Rachel Zegler, right, obviously from Snow White fame, all right, has posted up this picture on her IG. Rachel Zegler, #1 movie in the world. She put this up on her Instagram, everybody. She put this up like a brag. Like, she's like, yo, #1 in the world, what y'all got to say? I'm like, Rachel, are you kidding me? Are you joking? Are you serious? Are you being serious right now? You should have dipped away into the ether. You should have disappeared for the next 5 months. After dropping a absolute box office flop like this, I would have disappeared. I would have ixnayed myself off the internet. I ain't coming to say nothing to nobody. You know, I mean, I guess you got to give her, like, give her some props. She trying to keep it 100. #1 movie in the world. And she bragging about it like she did that. Like she did that. Like, yo, I'm #1 in the world. Are you, Chica? I want you to pay attention to this, man. Look, Valiant Renegade says it right here. That's a really, really low bar right now. Captain Falcon DEI was also #1 when it opened. Captain Falcon DEI will also lose Disney about $200 million, just like Snow White. Yeah, this is nothing to be bragging about. This is nothing to be bragging about, y'all. Yo, this is what I said, man. I said, did this chick really just try to brag about her bottom-of-the-barrel dog shit box office performance for a movie that spent over $350 million to make less than the Marvels in its opening weekend? Did she really just do that? Apparently she did, all right? I was going down here, Valiant Renegade was like, yes, yeah, yes, she did. It's exactly what she did. You want to talk about just completely delusional. Like, she out here like, get that dust off my shoulders. I did that. What y'all want to talk about? #1 in the world. I mean, look at this, y'all. Okay, $43 million. All right, that's domestic. $44 million for the international for 87.3 milli. That's it. That's all. For a movie that cost over $350 million before marketing. And this chick is out here like, yeah, baby. Like, whoo, bruh. You want to talk about absolute complete delusion of somebody that don't really understand the way that Hollywood works. Like, dive into the numbers for a quick minute, Rach. All right. Rach, if you can, look at the numbers real quick. Hey, shout out to Mac. Mac had posted this up a couple of days back, talking about, all right, this is Snow White and this is the Marvels, all right? He did the comparisons. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this a little bit, all right? You can see, first of all, both of them had bad cinema scores. This is like the worst cinema score. This B+ for Snow White is the worst cinema score for any Disney princess movie. I think for any Disney live action remake, but definitely for any Disney princess movie. The worst, all right? Rachel, brag about that, all right? Brag about that. I did worse than every other Disney princess. Why don't you brag about that one, all right? But he's comparing it to the Marvels, which, you know, undoubtedly is the worst Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. You know, out of all 35 movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Marvels is the worst in terms of box office. Look at this, y'all, okay? 43 million. He got this under Disney Snow White. 43 million. That's the overall first opening weekend. Look where the Marvels is at. The Marvels is at 46 million. So Snow White made less than the Marvels. And this chick is out here and pat me on the back. I did that, bro. Are you serious, Rachel? Rachel need to go take a nap. She need to lay down. She need to get her publicist in there to explain how Hollywood economics work. Chick, you got blown out this weekend, all right? This is like 100-0 in the Super Bowl. You got your ass kicked. What are you sitting up here bragging about? and this is the fate of the Marvels, right? The Marvels only ended up at $206 million worldwide. Now, me personally, I think the Snow White will do better than this, but not much better. It ain't gonna do much better than this. You know, it might creep up to 300 million, somewhere in that range. The movie is absolute, utter dog shit. I don't know what Rachel Zegler thinks she's doing out here bragging about this, man. This is nothing to brag about. This is something to hide in shame about. You should be off of social media somewhere. Hey, I ain't even talking about it. What's the next project? Agent, can you tell me what the next project is? I need something to talk about because I sure as hell ain't talking about this movie. This movie absolutely flatlined. It's dead already. Please, agent, give me something else to talk about where I can sit out here and flex. This chick is really trying to flex. She is trying her hardest to flex. Shit, look at her. She posted this up. This is on her IG. She posted this up like she did that. What's up, baby? It's Rachel Zegler in the house. Look at me, #1 in the world. Whew, man. I would love to see what happens next weekend. I know this movie it's going to be #1 next weekend because there's really nothing coming out that can compete with Rachel Zegler and Snow White and all of this Disney money. But bro, can you imagine if this shit doesn't come in at #1 next weekend when there ain't a goddamn thing else out to watch but Death of a Unicorn, all right? Or something like that? Man, Lee, man, this is crazy talk right here, man. I just want to see what everybody else is saying. This guy making, pretty sure at this rate, Disney will be lucky if it only loses them $200 million. This is going to be a loss. This is going to be a giant loss for Disney. To their #1 princess. Think about how embarrassing this is. The movie that started it all, Snow White, the first ever Walt Disney movie. You know, animation, threw it in theaters back in 1937. You should have been able to get a lot of nostalgia hounds. People is like, oh man, I want to go back and just relive it and then see like Snow White in live action, you know? But instead they just gummed it up with muddy looking CGI dwarves. It looked like just hot garbage. Bro, man, it is amazing to me that Disney actually went this far. Tell Peter Dinklage to go eat a, you know what, next time. Stop listening to this dude. Peter Dinklage is not the guy that should be trying to guide you when it comes to how you make movies. Peter Dinklage don't even speak for that community. The community is pissed off at him. Boy, I bet Disney right now is like, damn, I wish we really would have went all in on the Seven Dwarfs. Because I said this. The Seven Dwarfs, they're really the original movie. The original movie, it's the music, but in terms of the characters and the story, it's about the dwarves. The dwarves are the ones that really make that movie. If you guys go back and watch that, because I did actually go and watch it this weekend, and I was like, man, the Seven Dwarfs and their interaction and the fun that they have with Snow White, they really make that movie. And imagine if you cast 7 little midget actors, you know, and you put them in this movie. They each would have brought something different to the movie. Their personalities would have shined through. Every actor would have had something different to bring to the table. And like I've said before, they would have been able to eat off of this for the rest of their lives. They would have been at conventions all over the world signing. People would have probably, hey, man, I got to get this one picture signed by all 7 dwarves. All right? All 7 dwarves. I got to get all the signatures. People would have been pip-popping all around to different conventions, getting these cats' signatures. Oh, my God, man. This would have been a boom for a lot of folks in that community. Instead, Disney decided to listen to Peter Dinklage's dumb ass. And this is where it brought him. And this guy, Blue Douche, less than the Marvels, less than the Dumbo remake, complete joke. Less than Dumbo. Less than Dumbo, Snow White is not on the same level as Dumbo. Snow White is up here. Dumbo is like down here. It shouldn't even be close. This is pathetic on the part of Rachel Zegler. Wow, man. Somebody really needs to get this chick's Instagram. They need to capture it. All right. Take it over. Now, and you know what? Now I want to go to Instagram and see what these comments are saying. Okay, here we go. Same picture, right? What in the Hunter Biden have you been smoking? You had the worst opening in Disney history. Facts. What is she talking about? Why is she out here trying to brag about this? Disney's worst tanking movie at the box office of all time. Nice try, though. Yeah, man. This ain't even a nice try. This is just embarrassing. Rach, get off of social media. Quit trying to brag. Quit trying to act like you did something special. You were absolutely the reason that this movie failed. All right? This ain't nothing for you to be sitting out here talking about. Look, a couple of people out here clapping. Our Snow White. Nah, bro, they ain't our Snow White. All right? Nina Swan. I love you, Rachel. Oh, hey, superstar. Look, these are the reason why all of these people deserved. Yeah, baby. God, you're so perfect. These are the people that got Rachel all gassed up to think that she is this hot actress, like she's hot shit. These people have led to this $43 million because Rach thinks that she's out here doing that. And everybody else is like, nah, we didn't come see your movie, homegirl. Sorry, maybe your fans love you. You need a lot more of these people out here that are your fans to go out there and, you know, watch your movie. All right. All of these people that's out here clapping her up, celebrating, I love you, Rachel. All these people, y'all need to go buy tickets to the movie. You know, multiple tickets, 5, 6, 7 movies, okay? I saw the movie twice, and you already know I'm going to see it again. Love you and this movie so much. You need to go out there and watch it like 25 times, Corinne Ashby. You need to go out there and plug this movie and just lace it up with money, because nobody else is coming to watch this. It's you and the Zeglerians, and that's it. Holy shit, man. So proud of you, Rachel Zegler, with world domination. Bruh. World domination. World domination. Let's remind you. Yeah, this number right here, $87 million. This $87 million is a massive, massive failure. This number right here is going to be kind of like the floor for all Disney movies going forward. Any Disney live action remake, this is the floor. It's like, hey, did you do 87 million like Snow White did? You know, all right, you're good. You know, you're good. You did better than Snow White, Walt Disney's original classic. Wow, man. It's just truly amazing how dense and delusional some of these actors in Hollywood can be, where they feel like, hey, it's time to brag. All right, #1 movie in the world. That's me. I did that. Rachel Zegler, #1. Okay. What y'all got to say now? I'm #1 in the world. Like, bruh, this is sad beyond belief. Anybody could have been #1 in the world. And like, look, the fact that you're a Disney princess automatically should make you #1 in the world. It's not like you was going up against great competition or anything. You know what I'm saying? Whoo, this is really funny, man. This is hilarious. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Rachel Zegler, I'll be interested to see how she feels about the backlash. Ultimately, that's coming. You know that backlash, all right? All that backlash, it's been eating her alive. And she's throwing this out there trying to say, yeah, I'm the #1 movie in the world, but is she going to address the backlash? I'll be interested to see what she has to say about everything, about everybody giving this chick right now 43 on Rotten Tomatoes. All right, this little 74, she's going to try to tout that. Yeah, but look at this right here, the all audience, 22%. You going to address this 22%, Rachel? Are you going to address the 29% from the top critics? Probably not, all right? Probably not. You know, she's just going to be like, #1 in the world. That's what she's going to try to do, man. Golly, man. This chica is out of control, man. Loca. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.